not a lot of meaning in your life. And so that kind of leads into my book report, and it's on essentialism, which is the pursuit of less. So I got this book like at the beginning of last semester, and I really enjoyed it because it kind of helped me figure out what I wanted to do on campus and how I wanted to spend my time. So I'm going to teach you guys to go from this like scribble mess on the left to go from this like circle on the right here, and it's kind of a representation of your life to make it neater. So this here is like an energy diagram, and it's like, do you want less but better? Become an essentialist. So the energy diagram on the left is whenever you spend all your energy on multiple different things, you can only make so much progress in those things. And the arrows are the progress. So whenever like if you do split up your time to a bunch of different things, you can't make progress as much as the one on the right, which is an essentialist diagram. So if you spend all your energy on doing one thing, which is like your highest level of contribution, you can make a lot of progress in that. So, Morgan, what would you spend your energy on if it could only be one thing?
I would probably spend my energy on it was one thing like a on like the betterment of like my I guess my leadership skills. In that is in the betterment of yourself. So for the betterment of others. So I guess like
Self-development, kind of.
yeah, developing myself to help others.
That's awesome. Well, sadly, we can't just focus on one thing, but we can get rid of the non-essential things. So thank you, Morgan, for sharing. But from this book, I kind of took 3 steps that really helped me to break it down to what was easy, or like the easy steps. So the first step is to have the mindset. So the book really talks about the power of words. And when you say, I have to do something, it really forfeits that right to choose to do something. So you feel stuck when you say, I have to do something, or you feel like it's just something else to check off your agenda. But when you say, I choose to do this, it really exercises that right to choose, and it makes you feel like grateful for it and that you get to do this. And this is just like one way that I practice leadership daily. So I always just like have that like gratitude attitude, and you just like, I think it projects positively onto others and to myself, like that I choose to get to do something and that it makes me feel lucky that I get to do it. So I just believe like everything starts with the mindset, and having this mindset makes all the other steps easier. So after you have a good mindset, the next step is to explore, eliminate, and execute. And this is really like 3 steps in one. But the exploring phase would be like just when you came to campus and you were looking for a new RSO, or how to split your time between LDP and classes, or maybe looking for friends. But this is like where you look for your highest level of contribution. And the most important part of this step is that you don't commit to anything yet. Because when you commit, you're giving your time and you're like committing and saying that you're going to be there, and maybe you're spreading yourself too thin. So the next step is to eliminate things. And this was a really big lesson for me, was to learn to say no to things. And I think like we all struggle with that. But at the beginning of the semester, like in the fall, I applied to be this in like the Saluki ambassadors, which was like the people who give tours of the campus. And I made it to like the final round of interviews, and like the day before my final interview, I emailed them and told them like, hey, I don't think I'm going to come. Like, I think I'm going to cancel it because I've already given my time to so many things. And if I joined like the Saluki ambassadors, I felt like I wouldn't be able to give my time as much as I wanted to, or be able to commit to it as much as I wanted to. And in the end, like, I think it really earned me their respect, because like I just said no to what I didn't think was essential. And like every time I see anybody from the Saluki ambassadors that I like connected with, we always get along super well. So when I said no, like I just didn't allow myself to be pulled in directions that I didn't want to go. And then the last step is to execute. And executing is really like the easiest part. It's like where you remove all those obstacles. So you now have like all the time in the world to, do what you want to focus on. And then after you explore, eliminate, and execute, the third step is to enjoy your life. So I picked this picture of me eating pizza after Brim because I thought it was funny that like you can just enjoy little aspects of your life while doing something that's essential to you. So the most important thing to remember in life is just that life is what you make of it, and you get to choose what you want to do in this life. And if you allow like yourself to get all that outside pressure from maybe like friends or family, you're never really going to have like the happiness or freedom to choose what you want to do. So there's really no secret to life. Just be happy and have those good morals. And those are like the three steps that I use to discern what was important out of the book for you guys. And then this was kind of like a lesson that I took from the book. So I made my own hierarchy of needs because the LDP hierarchy of needs really inspired me. And it's really helpful to put like all the basic aspects of your life down on paper, and just so you can kind of see like what is important and what you need to spend time on. So you guys know how hierarchy of needs work, but like if you like have health at the bottom, like I feel like I need to incorporate some exercise or something before I can work on school stuff, and I need to work on school stuff before I can work on LDP stuff. So, and then like I always just kind of put like stuff at the side that kind of incorporates in the aspects of this life. And I really like this quote from the book because it said like, if you don't prioritize your life, somebody else will. And it just really reiterates that, you have that power to choose and how you want to live your life and how you want to prioritize it. And that like, that pressure isn't important from anyone else. And then the last part of the book, it was really cool because it talked about essentialism in leadership and teams. And they did a study based on like a high functioning team and a low functioning team. And the high functioning team, they found that they always had clear roles, goals, and values. And I thought it was awesome because the LDP always talks about, we always set roles, we always have goals, whether they're like individual or if they're as a team. And then we always talk about our values. So now that I have taught you guys how to do the 3 steps and how to bring it to a team setting and how to make like a hierarchy of needs or do your own thing, that was the end. I hope you all enjoyed it and you found some way to make your life essential and that you can apply those to your real life. Thank you.